Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. First things first, we've been gone for a while, and when I say we, I mean me or my brother. But hey, you know what I mean? Just I don't got no excuses. I'm gonna be better. That's a promise. On my other page, I do a thing right now where I said I'm gonna drop 15 videos in the month of December, and I have a few up already. If you don't know, go follow me. It's in the description down below. But today I'm just looking through some things I saw in the NBA this week. First things first, the Knicks win the NBA Cup. Shout out to the New York Knicks, because I'm on TikTok right now saying that the Knicks was going to lose. Shit's tough, but they played a great game. I love what the Knicks are able to do right now. They're looking great. 6-game win streak, I believe. I still do think the Spurs could have beaten them, but they also had a great game plan for Wemby, having OG Anunoby guard him. You know, just like a really smart thing that they did there. A very smart team, very smart way of playing basketball. So shout out to them. Some other stuff I seen though, because like I'm gonna be honest, I've watched most Warriors games this season, and I will be honest with y'all. If I personally was Stephen Curry, and I see that I can still average 30 plus in this league on the type of efficiency that I have in this league, I'm going. I'm saying make a big move, or me and my family are going somewhere else. Dead ass. And I know it's crazy to imagine that, because I'm a Warriors fan lifelong, for as long as I've been watching ball. Genuinely and truthfully, this team is not good enough. If you watch the games without Curry, you can see they're not good enough. They've done so many missteps and misfires in areas where they should have really honed in, and now we're seeing a team just not ready. Nobody else is ready on this team except for Stephen Curry. We are watching the guy that we were in, like the whole offseason, we were just saying, oh, are we trading or are we keeping Kuminga? We have him on the team, and he started off the season decent. Now he's getting DMPs. Now he's basically out the fucking door. Why did we not move him during the offseason when his value was way higher than it is now? Who the fuck wants Kuminga? What is the value of Kuminga in 2025 after what's happened so far this season, where he's shown he does not contribute to winning, and he also cannot coexist with one of the easiest stars to coexist with in the NBA with Steph Curry? Who would want him after that display that he's had this year? So I got some destinations in mind, and I don't got no trades or nothing, because that's too much. I'll do in a different video though. But some destinations I have for Steph Curry, or like people coming to the Warriors in general. I would love to see somebody that we've been in talks with for a while now. I don't think it's possible anymore, really. I'd love Lloyd Markkanen. I love Giannis. I love so many different types of players on this team, but we'd have to disconstruct so much just to have these type of players. So if we could have somebody like I'm pretty sure we're a second apron team, so we can't even do much. I'd say like Zach LaVine would be cool, because I feel like he's such a dynamic scorer. His defense just leaves so much to be desired. He'd work very well in our system, though. Off the ball, he would eat. He would fucking eat, and he's extremely athletic. We've never had somebody that athletic next to Stephen Curry, at least not since like Iggy, and Iggy's not even that athletic, to be honest. Some other things though, man. Let me think. Paul George. Like, it has to be some nasty shit, and that's the thing that pisses me off, because we don't really have a direction at this point in time. We just have one of the best players in the fucking league. We have one of the best players in the league, but no direction. So we don't know. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do, because Joe Lacob fell in love with Kuminga, and I know I came in this season saying I actually hope Kuminga does well. I was thinking wishfully. I knew that after all the stuff that was happening during the offseason, it was not looking the best in that situation. And I'm going to be being completely honest, I had a feeling that he was going to start off good, but it was honestly going to peter off because of how much stuff was happening during the offseason, how much was being said, how many little slights was being thrown towards each other's way. So now we're seeing it happen. Steve Kerr, terrible at managing teams, terrible at managing minutes at this point of his career. I understand. He's a legendary coach, great coach, created one of the best offensive systems of all time. When it comes to minutes, when it comes to being able to understand for an NBA player, a former NBA player, he is so bad at understanding the way that momentum works within a basketball game. Like, not even just speaking on the times in the past where he's taking out Stephen Curry when he's hot. It's like he recently in a game against OKC where we looked like we were in the game without Steph Curry. We were genuinely looking like we could possibly win this game. He takes out our best player in the game, Pat Spencer, and then brings in Podziemski. And he goes 0 for 5 with 3 turnovers immediately. Like, genuinely, he didn't make a single shot in that fourth quarter. And anyone watching that game could see, oh, let's keep in Pat. Because, first of all, he's only played like 20-ish minutes at this point. Who fucking cares if he gets 30? Who cares? You're not going to get fined if he gets 30 fucking minutes. And also, Pods is not a good fucking player. And even if you think he is, one thing I can say for sure is he's not a primary ball handler. Like, he cannot ball handle with, like, he cannot dictate what our offense does because he can't dribble. He is not a viable, like, ball handler on our team. So we're taking out the one person who can dictate the offense well during this game and then bringing in Brandon Podziemski. And then we lose the game and they blow the fucking top off the game. So, like, we're seeing somebody who, you know, we revolutionized the way people play basketball. And he's a big part of that, even though he was kind of given the blueprint with having Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. But anyway, he's the one who used them to their highest ability, made them both all-timers. We're seeing him kind of fall out of favor when it comes to his decision-making and his overall, like, mindset heading into stuff. Like, he doesn't understand minute allocation or understand who deserves to play sometimes. And it's been happening for the past like 3 years. I remember when we had Anthony Lamb on the team and he was playing exceeding amounts of minutes. He was a starter for a few games. You know where he's been since that season ended? Neither do I, bro. Neither fucking do I. So I'm not going to sit here and say he's a terrible coach all around. He is a terrible minutes and player managing coach. He could not do that anymore at this point of his career. I'm not saying fire him because we can't. Like, I'm going to be honest. There's just some simple things you can't do in the NBA. We won 4 rings with this guy. He has a great relationship with Curry, has a great relationship with Draymond. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to be real. If we fire Steve Kerr, there's going to be so much backlash. It's going to be such a negative thing. It's going to be kind of akin to when Luka got traded. Not as bad, because Luka's actually good. But there will be very, very, there's going to be a lot of backlash for that for sure. There's going to be a lot of putback. And I genuinely do not think that Joe Lacob and Mike Dunleavy and all of them are able to, like, take that sort of criticism and do what they're supposed to do to actually help the team. So, Curry, if I'm you, I'm saying put me on the Timberwolves, put me on the Pistons, put me on the Raptors, put me on some of these teams where I can play the 1 or the 2, hoop, not have to worry about fucking dropping 40 every game, and actually contend and compete, because we're seeing him fucking be wasted every day. And even if they don't end up trading you, him saying, yo, do this for me or I'm gone, is putting pressure on him. And we need to he needs to put pressure on this front office, because they seem to be very lax with shit. They seem to be very comfortable. They were putting all these rumors about Kuminga during the offseason. Comfortable ass rumors. The rumors were very wishy-washy the whole time. That's why on the podcast you didn't hear me talking about it, because they were very wishy-washy. And then now you're seeing, first of all, our best offseason acquisition at the time, now I'm not saying he is now, was Al Horford at 40 years old. D'Anthony Melton is playing better than him. But Al Horford at 40 years old was our star pickup for the offseason. Do I think Al Horford is trash? No. Do I think he changes anything with this team? No. We are a fucking retirement home. We are the worst type of team right now because we have no fucking identity. We have the oldest team. We have one of the oldest teams in the league, while also trying to force Brandon Podziemski to become something, and also playing Al Horford 20 minutes a game when he can't hit any shots. So what the fuck? And we're also trying to prop up Kuminga's value within these games. And now it's gotten so bad with him, he can't even fucking play the game. We have him on the bench getting DMPs. So what do we do now? This is what's stopping us from becoming one of the more consistent organizations or more dominant organizations like the Spurs or Miami or anything like that. Am I saying that we're better organized or they're better organizations than us? No. But I am saying that consistency is a big thing when you want to be one of the best. And we've been around for a very long time for sure when it comes to like being top 6 seed. But it's now, we're looking at a time where we're changing the eras. We're switching eras. We're going from the big 3 dynasty era of the Warriors to now, they're all at the back end. The only one that's still really performing at a high level was Curry. And the team looks ass. Is our ownership and front office able to, flip this into something that we need and make us continue, going like we've seen the Spurs do? They had a year or two of really tanking. And then after that, they got Wemby. They're looking like they're a possible Western Conference Finals team. They're looking like the best chance that the entire NBA has of beating the Oklahoma City Thunder right now. Can we do something like that? Can we retool? Or are we just going to be that one team who's like, they were good for, a good 10, 12-year stretch because they had Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. But after that, they didn't know how to retool. They didn't know how to fix what was going on. Is that what we're going to be? I have to see something that shows some sort of like eagerness to either turn the page and go to the next era, or try to eke out one or two more great seasons with this current squad, and then go to the next era. Because I don't want to trade Curry. I don't want Curry to want to leave. But if I'm Curry, I want to leave, simply just to allow the team to keep going, because they're not going in the direction that he wants to go in. And I know he can see that. I know he has a lot of attachment to the city. He's the greatest player to ever play in that city. Greatest player to play in LA right now. And I put that on my mother. But real shit though, I am just very, very disappointed with how I ran right now. I do hope that something changes soon. Because, man, if it doesn't change soon, we're going to be a playing team to the foreseeable future, truly. 100%, like, genuinely into the foreseeable future. But I have a few more things to talk about. First things first, Chris Paul threw a Halloween party and barely any of his Clippers teammates showed up. This is what I have to say. The Clippers, you guys are a predatory, terrible organization who used Chris Paul to try to get more people in the seats. Didn't care about what he wanted for his retirement season. Didn't care about him at all. And he is y'all best player in history. Die. Now let me see this article to see if they say who went. Man. Like, how did the Clippers expect to build some sort of culture and some sort of like just a winning culture in general if they're not willing to listen to one of the best vets in the league, a vet that everyone touts to be an upcoming coach in his like later career? How do we just sit here and we're like, yeah, we're not going to listen to anything you got to say? Are we just sensitive? Like, is that what it is? We can't hear criticism? Is that what it is? Can Ty Lue not hear criticism? Can he not take that sort of shit in? Or is it just like he was ODing? Like, what is it? What are you talking about? Like, why did this happen between y'all two? Because without Chris Paul, it is very possible, and I'm not even joking, it is very possible that the Clippers get moved. No cap. They would not be in LA. Because it would just be, Blake Griffin, but he's injured. And then fucking Eric Gordon. Y'all think that's gonna keep y'all in LA? Get the fuck out of here. Hell no. Absolutely not. Y'all are going to Seattle. Fuck that. Y'all going to Arkansas. Get the fuck out of my face. Like, disrespecting y'all greatest player of all time. Y'all biggest free agent pickup of all time until y'all got Kawhi. More successful than Kawhi. Genuinely more successful. Like, not even a drag. He is a more successful Clipper than Kawhi Leonard. He has done more for your team than Kawhi Leonard. Like, what the fuck are we... Like, what are we genuinely doing here? as an ownership staff and as a coaching staff disrespecting one of our greatest of all time in his retirement tour like this. Fuck, like that shit, that's disgusting, bro. It's genuinely disgusting to see that type of stuff, bro. Oh my God. It's a business. It's a business. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Some more things. MPJ is probably going to be traded within the next few months. And I'm excited to see where he goes because he's played at such a great level so far with the Brooklyn Nets. They want... I'm pretty sure they just want a few first-rounders, young players. Oh, my God. Why am I so burpy right now, y'all? My fault. I'm not used to talking as much right now because I haven't recorded in so long. But let me see. Let me see his stats real quick. The numbers of MPJ. They just dogged the Bucks. Speaking of the Bucks, Giannis, get the fuck out of there, family. I get it. I understand the group of people who are saying, oh, you know, you built something over there. You already won the ring. You don't gotta leave. Don't run from the grind. Hey, thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the time that y'all have given me. But I'm fucking out of here. Like that would be me if I'm Giannis. Because they haven't shown anything for me to be like, oh yeah, they're going in the right direction. But that's neither here nor there. Back to MPJ. He's averaging 26, 7 rebounds, 3 assists on 50, 40, 80, 81 splits, which is like crazy. I know he's on the Nets, so like I shouldn't really be tricked by these numbers. It's kind of like when Mikal Bridges went hooping out of his fucking mind. But at the end of the day, he can still be a like really big contributing factor on a championship team. So I want to see what type of top teams go for him. Like, is it going to be like I don't know who would go for him. The Pistons? Do they have like the type of money allocation to be able to do that? They'd have to give up Toby, which I don't think is really that much of a problem. I don't know his numbers this year off the top of my head, but he hasn't really been like spectacular for me to be like, oh no, you cannot trade Tobias. Whereas last year was his first year. He kind of looked like he was molding the team into what they are now, so it was like normal to not want to trade him. But let me check. Tobias Harris this season, he is averaging 14-5 on pretty decent numbers. Not his best three-point shooting season, but you know, it's okay if you want to keep him. But I think if you have the opportunity to trade Toby a few picks for MPJ at this current moment, you should take it if you are the Detroit Pistons, or you just sit and wait out for somebody else because you don't believe in what you're seeing right now. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe. Peace.